Hello, I'm going to assume you already know how to keep back-to-back on a board state without garbage. The hard part is maintaining it while digging through it. Sometimes it's worth to look for back-to-back solutions through garbage, and sometimes it's better just to skim it off because it's easier. And to decide between what to do, you have to judge yourself. Do you get a clean solution, or are you doing it for not much gain? Take here for example. Is it worth to go for the back-to-back hold, or just to skim it off? In this case, you'd just skim it off because holding back-to-back doesn't gain you much, and it's too much of a hassle to do so. Alrighty, so here are the techniques for holding back-to-back in order of difficulty. Number 1, T-spin many. Knowing how to do these is so important as it is easily set up in so many board states. If you really need to get rid of one line while holding back-to-back, keep these in mind. Number 2, know your well heights. A height of 5 means TSD plus Tetris, or a Tetris plus a TSD, or a Tetris plus a TSS. A height of 4 means Tetris, and a height of 3 or less means build to a 4 or a 5 height well. This is really important, and I'll go more in depth into this when I talk about number 3, count to 4 or 5. Know how to efficiently fill in your 4 or 5 column gaps to where you can follow up with a TSD plus Tetris. And you want to do this without disrupting the garbage holes underneath, which means don't only count to 4 on the well, you need to count to 4 over the next garbage hole. Number 4, manipulating height difference with T-spins. For example, if we got an 8-1 column that's 6 tall from the bottom, that means we can either take a Tetris plus T-spin and then raise the height to 5 with an eyepiece, then Tetris T-spin again, or you can raise the height of the one side by 2 with this TSS, making it a height of 8 now, and then Tetris plus Tetris. And finally, number 5, cancelling inconvenient opponent attacks with your back-to-back pressure. There are times where you need the extra space of your board to hold your back-to-back easier, so cancelling the garbage no matter if it's clean or cheese makes sense here. I'm going to quickly mention that back-to-back can be and should be used not only for spamming pressure, but also for spiking. Back-to-back is a spike amplifier. Fractals will be that much stronger when you combine it with back-to-back 1 or 2. That's why you want to set up as many fractals as you can when you're doing LST as your opener. And I think the best way of practicing this is going to Tetrio Zen and setting the messiness to 50% with a cheese layer of about 8 and try to hold back-to-back through this. I'll give you a quick 2-minute demo and that'll be it. Alrighty guys, gals, non-binary pals, I've set the cheese layer to 8, the messiness to 50, and I'm going to show you how to keep back-to-back through garbage. So right away we got this. Usually you'd want to put an S piece here and then take the T-spin, but it blocks the well underneath, so what I'm going to do is just set up a C-spin. And so this allows me to access the well after I've taken the T-spin. So, oops, that was a misdrop, but whatever. Yeah, if I didn't misdrop or whatever piece I just placed, it wouldn't have been this disgusting. Yeah, it's not very nice, but it's alright. I've set up a mini LST. And I see that I've got a height of 5 on my well, which means after I take this and then take the T-spin, as long as this isn't covered, I should be good. Okay, and now I got a height of 4, so I'm gonna do this. Take the Tetris. Now we have this column revealed. So this here, this here, this here. And now we have to get rid of these two, which means I can probably set up a T-spin or I can count to 4, but I think I like setting up a T-spin here because it looks pretty clean. Yeah, this could even be a 4 wide. Yeah, that combo's down. If I would have done this, E here, Z here, L here, O here, Tetris, that would have been a multiplier, but unlucky, mate. So I'm going to set this up and then take the Tetris. Next I've got these 2 layers, which means either count to 4 or set up a T-spin. T-spin, Tetris. And here I can again count to 4. I think instead I'm just going to set up an LST pattern. That seems like it's a bit better. And then build up from there. So yeah, okay. So after a couple LSTs, I can cleanly get rid of this left side by placing an O piece here. If this layer wasn't here, I would have set up a C-spin so I can actually T-spin without blocking this well. So if I set a Z-piece here, which I have to, by the way. So after I place a Z-piece here, it blocks the column underneath, but we have to do this, so. Okay, that's fine. Count to 4 here. Alright, and we got a 5 tall column this time, which means Tetris T-spin. Okay, T-spin and count to 4 with these 4 over here. And here it makes sense to set up a T-spin, so I can do this and then S-piece overhang, or S here and then J-piece overhang here. Honestly, whatever I do should be fine. I can even go for a count to 4, which seems pretty good as well. And yeah, I'm gonna go for a count to 4 here. So yeah, let's see how this turns out. Let's see how this goes. Okay, so count to 4 there. I got another count to 4 here. So this T-piece raises this column, which is the important column. This needs to be exactly 4, otherwise I can't reach this cheese layer. So that this T piece fulfills that role. And what's the most elegant way to do this? This is what PPT players are really good at, by the way, finding exact like what piece is going to fill in this hole. And I'm not amazing at it, but I'll do my best. This. Perfect. That was great. Yeah, and that's that. All right. See ya.